Hello friends, today I'm going to solve LeetCode problem number 896 monotonic array. So in this problem we are given an array and we need to find out if it is a monotonic increasing or monotonic decreasing array or not. So what are monotonic increasing or decreasing array? So an array is monotone increasing if for all index I which is less than j, nums at index I is less than or equals to nums at index j. So what does this mean? So let's look at this using an example. So let's suppose we have some array 2 3 4 5, okay, and let's take an index I. So I'm going to take an arbitrary index I at this position, and let's take an index j which could be greater than or equals to index I, right? So I'm just going to take this index and now compare the value at nums I and nums j. So nums I is 3, nums j is 4, right? So nums I should be less than equals to nums j. Is it less than equals? Yes. So we are going to check that for each of the values, okay, and if that is the case, that would mean that it's monotonic increasing, okay, and if that was not the case, if it was in the reverse order, that would mean it is monotonic decreasing. Now how do we find if an array is monotonic increasing or not? So basically you could see like the value at this for monotonic increasing, value at any given index will always be less than the value at next index, or it could also be equals to. As you can see, we have equals to as well. So these two values, we just need to compare the adjacent values. The next value should be greater than or equals to the previous value, and so on. Okay, so that is all we need to do to find if it is monotonic increasing or monotonic decreasing. We just need to compare the adjacent two values and check the condition. All right, and if this condition fails, that would mean that it's not monotonic increasing. So in what condition, what case will this condition fail, or what if? So basically, to fail this condition, it would mean that nums at index I is greater than nums at index j. So we are just going to use that. So let us just start writing code. So what we are going to do is we are going to assume that it's monotone array, and it is monotone increasing and monotone decreasing as well, and we are going to define two variables and set the values to true. Next we are going to iterate over each of the values and compare the adjacent two values, and if these conditions, any of these condition is wrong, that would mean that it is not monotone increasing. We will set this value to false. Similarly, if this condition becomes false, then we set monotone decreasing to true, false, and finally we return our result based on the values. So let us start iterating, starting from index I equals 1, I is less than nums length, and I plus plus. Why I am taking I less than 1? Because I'm comparing the index with its previous value. So if nums at index I minus 1 is greater than nums at index I, so I'm taking a condition where this would fail, okay. So this would fail means it should be greater, right? So if this value is greater, that will mean it is the previous value is greater, which means that it is not monotone increasing, right? So we define this one, we reassign it as false. Similarly, if nums at index I minus 1 is less than nums at index I, that would mean that it's not monotonic decreasing at all, and we define it, assign it to false. And if both monotone increasing and monotone decreasing, if both of them are false, okay, that would mean that it's not a monotone array at all. So we return false. Else what are we going to return? That would mean that one of the arrays is monotone, the array is either monotone increasing or decreasing, and we return true in that case. Now let's try to run our code and check if this works. Great, let's submit this. Awesome. So this problem we solved it in O of n time complexity, and the space complexity is constant. I hope you liked my solution. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you.